Time for today's Bart Chart. 34 days and counting since the last S&P 500 record. March the 2nd was the day the S&P 500 last reached a record. It just so happens, by the way, that was the last day the Dow Jones reached a record, and it was the day the Nasdaq Composite passed 5,000 for the first time in 15 years. That's 34 trading days since the close on that day. On the day it last reached a record on March the 2nd. That's the longest streak without a record since June 2013. Just for the record, by the way, last year the index closed at a record 53 times. Check out today's chart. This is the S&P 500 over the last 12 months. I've circled the March 2nd record. That's the green circle right there. That was when the index closed at 2117.39. It's just 17 points, as you can see. They're closed at 2100 yesterday. Just 17 points shy of that record. That's 0.80%. Technically, from a technical analysis perspective, the chart is looking positive. It's trading above its 50-day, it's trading above its 200-day moving average. It's neither overbought nor oversold, according to the Relative Strength Index. And interestingly, strategists we've surveyed at Bloomberg forecast the S&P will finish the year at 2236, which is an increase of 6.5% from here. Year to date, since January, right there, the index is up by 2%. It's the 69th best performing major global benchmark out of 92 we track at Bloomberg. Europe has left it in its wake. A 19% increase for the Stock 600. A lot's going to depend on the current earnings season, which has, of course, just got underway in the United States. We could see the first quarterly decline since 2009 for companies in the S&P. The twin pillars of earnings and the Fed stimulus that have underpinned this bull market since 2009 are showing signs of wobbling. Analysts expecting a slump in earnings for companies on the S&P through September. And, of course, a Fed rate hike is widely anticipated by economists we've surveyed here at Bloomberg for the month of September. Lots of facts to consider there. 34 days and counting since the last S&P 500 record.